Hi guys, it's Natalie. Sorry for the appearance. I have no makeup on, but since it's been such a long time since me or Nicole have posted a video, I decided to do a video really quick about how I organize and store my makeup. So I'm going to show you where I store it, how I store it, and basically different containers that I have found over time that work, what doesn't work, how to organize stuff by category, how to depot your eyeshadows and keep them in palettes, stuff like that. So if you want to know how I keep my makeup collection, keep on watching. Right now I'm in my bedroom and I have my bathroom. You can see me in the mirror over there. But basically, I know it's not the best situation to keep your makeup in the bathroom, but for me it's the most practical place because it's right by my bedroom. I don't have room in my bedroom to put a vanity. And also, to buy a vanity, a piece of furniture for another room. Right now we're planning on moving by the end of the year. It doesn't make sense. So when you walk in, there's a linen closet. This is my husband's side, just this little section. That's my husband's sink with his drawers. And then this side is my sink. And like I mentioned before, I think in my skincare video, this is where I keep my skincare products, my Clarisonic. And basically, this section here has like a little place to put a stool. This is my makeup area. I'm very fortunate to have a very large bathroom, so it does work out very well. And our bathroom does not get humid at all. We have very good ventilation. I have a door here that leads out to the backyard. So I'll open that when it gets hot in here. I have windows here. There's a window above the sink. So there's enough circulation or ventilation, I don't know which word I'm looking for, that the makeup stays fresh. I'm not worried about any kind of mold or, sounds gross, or humidity with the makeup. I've never had a problem. I've lived here for 2 years and everything has kept up fine. So I'm going to start with the basic. Like I said, under my sink I have just like skincare products and stuff like that. This cabinet here, and by the way, I did not organize anything for this video. This is how I keep my things on a daily basis. On the first shelf, if you guys can see that, this is all face products, this is hair products, nothing to do with makeup. The only thing I keep in here is my makeup wipes, because that's where, since I wash my face, right by the sink I just go and grab one of these. On the bottom shelf is where I keep all my travel makeup bags and brush rolls. So I have my, Sigma brush roll, I have these really cute little makeup bag, like waffle weave makeup bag for traveling. I have my MAC brush roll. I have my Sigma, I don't know what you call this, that collection that had the little, whatever this thing is called, brush holder, which I love. I use this for traveling all the time. So I keep just random stuff in there. I definitely need to do a new video after this one on organizing my travel stuff and things like that. But then you move on to these main drawers. This is the basis of all my makeup pretty much. So I'm just gonna scoot this back and I'm gonna sit down so you guys can see. This drawer doesn't look very big, it is very deep. And I'll open it so you guys can see. Kind of do like a aerial shot of it. And this is mostly my face makeup. There's not very much eye makeup in here. And I kind of have it divided into categories. So what I bought was several things. I have 2 big trays. I don't know if you guys can see. This is an entire tray. But if I lifted it out, you can see it's a whole separate tray. And it has 3 compartments and 1 large compartment. I have 2 of those. And I got these from the Container Store. Or was it Bed Bath & Beyond? Does it say? I believe it was the Container Store. And then I have 3 of these longer ones. I have 2 of them here, 1 going long ways, and then I have a square one back here. So I'm going to start over here, work my way around. This first tray, it's all basically cheek and face products. Starting with, I have blushes here. These are just loose blushes. I have some Tarte blushes, some NARS. These are NYX ones. Some Smashbox. These are loose MAC blushes, stuff like that. Here I keep my Benefit blushes. And then this next section I keep my cream color bases from MAC. And any kind of highlight, anything cream basically based. This is Cream Blend Blush from MAC. This is like a highlighting wheel from Hard Candy. Stuff like that. Behind that, in this big compartment, I've kind of like stacked up. These are all my mineralized skin finishes. I'm sorry if the lighting's really bad. This one should go over here actually. This is a little, what is this? Oh, this is a little like trio of, it's like a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer from Too Faced. This is a bronzer, a highlighting powder, more bronzer. These are those large beauty powders from the Venomous Filling Connections. Really pretty, but they don't fit in the blush section, so I have over here. I have another beauty powder, bronzer, 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 bronzer. This is a Christian Dior blush that I've had forever. Another bronzer, a glowing powder. This is that MAC Silver Dusk, which is like a shimmery powder, great for highlighting the cheek. And then this is another beauty powder, which I absolutely love. So all that, which is a lot of product, it's kind of messy right now. I don't like it as much as I normally do, but I could organize it a little bit. But I try to keep it mostly in sections, just so it helps me when I'm getting ready to know where to look for things. Like my skin finishes are here, my bronzers are in this row, my beauty powders are over here. So it kind of helps. Behind that, I have this little tray here, so you guys can see that. And here I have all my pigments and loose eyeshadows. You know, they're different brands. I have Makeup Forever, mostly MAC ones. A lot of MAC samples that you can order, which is great. I do press my pigments into a palette because I find it's just easier for me to use them. But sometimes you want them loose, so I just keep them here. But I will show you my pressed pigment palette also. Now, in between this little slot here, I haven't found a container that fits there yet. I'm hoping to find a little container there, but right now I just keep two little mirrors, and I keep my MAC mixing medium. And this is just, I think this is the water-based one. Yeah, this is just to turn anything that's powdery into like a gel, into liquid, just to mix different product, makeup, stuff like that. Now, way in the back of the drawer, it's kind of hard because the drawer goes under. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to pull this one forward. Is my tools, and this is just basic little tools that I think everybody, especially if you're a makeup artist, should have certain little tools. But I have eyelash curlers. I have several of them. I have, sharpener. I have these little disposable mascara wands. I have little scissors to trim eyelashes. Tweezers for the eyelashes. I have these little eyelash holders that actually hold the eyelashes, work really well. Another sharpener, and then I have two types of eyelash glue. So I keep that stuff, which I don't use. I don't wear eyelashes every day, so I keep that towards the back. And in front of that, I have this little tray, which basically holds. These are. This is what is this? A tint. Tinted moisturizer and a foundation that I'm not using right now, but so I have it towards the back. This is Tarte Cheek Stain, which I use more in the summer. And then over here I just have a couple, all the just glittery eyeliners that I don't use very often. And then I also have my eyeliner mixing medium, which is amazing. If you go to a MAC store, a MAC Pro store, they'll sell it. You mix this with the eyeshadow and it makes it basically a gel liner. It works great. Okay, so then next to that, it kind of goes sideways like this, which I realize now that's probably not very, turning the camera like that's probably not good on the screen. But on this long one here, I basically have primers of all types. And it looks like I have way too much, right? I have, my Professional primer. This is a Tarantino one. I have all my, a lot of these are samples. When I get samples of primers and stuff, I'll throw them in here so I know where to try them. My matte primer from MAC, I love. These are, what do you call these? Eye primers. That doesn't belong here. I have my Too Faced Shadow Insurance, my Urban Decay Primer Cushion. I have my Too Faced Glitter Glue. Most of them are travel size. I have my MAC Lip Erase, works great. So stuff like that. All basically face and eye primers I keep face, eye, and lip primers I keep in here. Okay, so next to my face and eye primers, there's a little space here too that I don't have a container for. And basically all that I have here is larger stuff that I can't seem to put anywhere else. So here I have the Wonder Woman, this mineralized skin finish disc, which is ginormous. I know it's not a word, I love it though. So I keep that there because it doesn't fit. Like if I were to stand it up in these compartments, my drawer wouldn't close. Then I have my Laura Mercier palette, which in the summer, this is my go-to thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a cream palette, and it has blushes, highlights, bronzer. Love it for traveling too. And then underneath that one, I have my Stila contouring trio, which is amazing. Just open it, just like that. Works great. So I keep those, just they fit perfectly nestled into here, so I can see them. Now on this tray, this is the last tray of this drawer. I'll start from the back. On the back, I have face powders, basically. I have face powders and some foundations. I have my Studio Tech foundation. I have Studio Fix powder. This is translucent powder from MAC. Oh my god, I'm like destroying my drawer. I'm so sorry. Usually this is a lot organized. Then I have my loose powders from NARS and Chanel. I have Makeup Forever HD powder. I have my Benefit Powder Flash for the eyes. I have this little, what do you call this? Brow Fix kit from Milani, which I don't use anymore, so I should get rid of it. I have a little bottle of Airbrush foundation. These are just blotting powders. These two are concealers that don't fit in my concealer compartment, but this is my Makeup Forever concealer palette and my Laura Mercier one. Now, here I keep my foundations of the moment, and I do switch off foundations constantly. I'm always buying and trying them. So right now my go-tos are the Chanel Pro Lumiere, which I'm kind of disappointed in. I'm not loving it anymore. Then this is the NARS Sheer Glow Foundation, love. The Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus, my #1 all-time favorite foundation. I have 2 shades for summer, winter, and I'm almost done with my summer one, so I can toss this. And then I just recently came back from Vegas, and I got the Makeup Forever HD. Amazing. I think it's competing with the Matte Velvet Plus, definitely. And then, let me see what I have here. Over here I have my concealer section. I am missing my concealers because they're in my purse right now because I do my makeup in the car, as I said. But the ones I'm using, you know, I have Amazing Cosmetic Concealer. I have my YSL Touche Clay, Studio Select Moisture from MAC. This one actually is a really good concealer. The Revlon Photo Ready Concealer works really good for the price. I also have my MAC little Studio Tech. I don't know, it's like the one that looks like the eyeshadow. I have that usually in there too. And then next to it I have a mascaras, which I'm a little bit obsessed with, as you can see. I just have rows and rows of mascaras. I have a brow, my brow gels in here too. Oh, this actually goes here. This is by the By Terry Touche Veloute, which is kind of like the YSL one, but this has a concealer and a brightener in it. I love that. That should go in there. So as I said, in here I have my mascaras, waterproof regular, my brow gel. I have this brow pencil from Anastasia that I use to highlight my brows. And then usually I keep this here too, which is my all-time favorite, is the Tarte Emphasize Waterproof Amazonian Clay Brow Mousse. I don't know if you guys can read that. It's a mousse to fill in your brows. It is amazing. It works great. Okay, so that only took, forever, but that is my main drawer of my makeup. I do recommend just kind of like work with what you have. If you're keeping your stuff in a train case or something, then it comes compartmentalized for you. Like it comes in compartments. So it'll work out easier. But if you have something like this with just this huge drawer or something deep, at the beginning I found myself just having everything thrown, and every time I opened the drawer, everything would roll around. So you kind of have to work with it. And I did go through several different containers, you know, until I found what I liked. Like, make sure when you try the containers out, don't take the tags off of them. Just test it out before, and if it doesn't work, return it. And I did that like 3 times before I finally found these clear ones that had the right size compartments for what I needed. So these work really well. Now, next to that big drawer, I have these 4 smaller drawers, but they're all really deep. And this is my, basically my eyeshadow quads, I would say, some palettes, and then my eyeliners. So I keep this little towel just thrown in this drawer to put on my counter to clean off brushes and stuff like that. Now first, this is my my uni palette. And this is basically what I take with me on the go. So these are the shadows I've been using lately. So I usually just throw that in my purse. So these little compartments, as you can see, I have 3 plastic little bins, and this is how I keep it in order in this drawer. So let me show you. The first drawer here, I have all my paint pots, and I lay them on the side just because I feel like it gives me more easy visual on to see what I have and what colors and what to use, especially when I'm doing a tutorial or something. Because before I had them lying flat, kind of like, let me show you. I had them lying flat like this, and I double stacked them, but then I couldn't see what was underneath. So all these are paint pots. All these are fluid line. These are all gel liners, gel liners, gel liners, gel liners. This is my Laura Mercier cake liner. Love that. And that's the little water stuff that activates it. Now the next one here, these 3 loose MAC shadows actually have to be depotted. That's why I have them there. But I have 3 of my, these are the only 3 actually I have of like, what are these called? Cream shadows. So I have 3 cream shadows there. I have my Too Faced Romantic Eye Palette, and then just a whole bunch of eyeshadow palettes. These are NYX ones, you know, my Hello Kitty ones, stuff like that. And they all fit really nice in this drawer. So that's how I keep that. And behind that, I have all my loose eyeshadows, meaning like Urban Decay ones, like the MAC mineralized eyeshadows that are too big to fit in the palette, stuff like that. And then these are like the quads, like MAC quad, you know, holiday collection ones, these Tarantino ones, stuff like that I keep back there. And then I had some space on the side, and I do alternate depending on what I'm using, but at the moment my Urban Decay Naked palette lives up here, and then my Sigma Dare palette lives up here right now. And then behind that I have my mixing palette to mix colors, and my spatula. Oopsie. Pick that up. But that works great, especially if you're working on a client. You can mix your lipsticks and stuff on that. Second drawer is all palettes. Now this is where my husband thinks I'm crazy on how many palettes I have. And this drawer, if you can see sideways, it's pretty deep. It's like, and I have it stacked to the room. I can't fit anything else, so it's fine. No more for me. This D palette is all my NYX loose eyeshadows, which I had a video on how to depot them. Like I said, these are all my pigments that I use frequently, so I have them all pressed and put in this palette, which makes it easier to access. On the side here, I have the 2 new Sigma palettes. I have the Bear and the this is Bear. This is Dare, or Flare. Bear, Flare, Dare. I have those there. And then back here I have, let me move this out of the way. I have all my Coastal Scents palettes. So 88 Color palette, 88 Metal Mania palette, 28 piece Neutral Eyes palette, 88 Warm palette, and then this Manly 120 palette, which comes in great for Halloween time. And then the rest of it is Urban Decay. So I have Urban Decay Volume 1, Book of Shadows, Urban Decay Volume 2. I have the Urban Decay Alice in Wonderland. And then finally, I just got the new Urban Decay 4. The only one I'm missing is, I believe, number 3, which is the New York one. I just never got around to getting it. But look how pretty the new one is. I'll be showing you guys a look, or at least 2 looks from this palette that I'm planning on filming this week. So as you can see, that drawer just holds everything very nicely. And that's how I have that. The third drawer is my lip drawer. It has to be organized again. I'm not 100% happy with it. But for now I have two of these same clear bins. And I have all this is lip glosses basically. They used to be organized by MAC ones, you know, by the lip gloss ones. Oh, this one's like leaking. Gross. You know, I had them by category, but that didn't last, so I definitely want to figure out a better way to do this. And then I got this online. It's a lipstick lipstick box. You can actually take it out and, you know, have it on your counter. I guess if you decorated it, it would look really cute. But it is holds a lot of lipsticks. As you can see, mine is pretty much full. I think I'm missing two here because they're in my purse. But it holds 50 lipsticks. Sorry, I was counting there. And it has this little removable plastic, like a grid thing. So it's not like the sturdiest, but it does work really well. And especially for MAC ones that don't have a flat top, it's hard to find something where they stand straight up in. And these pretty much do, so I can see all the labels. If you don't know color-wise, it might not be great because somebody might be here and be like, oh, these all look the same, but I know, you know, half and half is a nude, you know, and I know hot Tahiti is a darker color, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, if you know your colors, it works great. If not, you can always put swatches. I would swatch the bottoms of your lipsticks just to get it easier, like, and they are pretty much color-coded from lights to reds. And these are, I have all my MAC ones together, NYX, and then more drugstore ones. I'm thinking about taking the lid off because I don't really need the lid on it since it's in the drawer. In my last drawer, I have miscellaneous, not really anything important. I have my airbrush machine with foundations and stuff like that in there. I got these new Dior Velvet Eyes eyeliners. I can't wait to try that. Down here I keep all my false lashes. I have extra makeup sponges, cotton Q-tips. This is the tool I use to depop my shadows. I have empty little, what do you call these? Empty little jars, like to separate pigments and things like that. And some index cards to take notes and stuff like that, all down here. Okay, so now I'm just gonna move up to the top of the counter real quick to show you guys what I keep on top of the counter. So I'm gonna start over here. I keep my mirror, which I just bought. I love it. It's like the kind that light up. Whoa, that's weird. You can like see, I think it's magnified. There we go. I got this at Costco for 20 bucks. Really good, works great. And here, this is where I keep my dirty makeup brushes. So at the moment, after this video, I'm gonna wash my brushes, and you can see my beauty blenders in there too. Kabuki, all this needs to be washed. So I keep this separate. And it just, for me, it works easier when I'm doing my makeup. I can just grab a brush, do my makeup, and then plop it in here, and I know it's dirty, it has to be washed. Next to that, I have my perfume tray. I don't like to have a lot of perfumes on hand at once. I feel like they go bad. But I have my go-tos that I always have. Well, now I have 3. My go-tos for like, it has been for 10 years now, or whatever, how long it's been. Since I was like 16 or 17. Was the Vera Wang. Right when it came out, I've loved it since then. I don't know if it's been out that long. And then Chanel number 5 Chanel Original. My favorite perfume ever. My grandma gave me Lola by Marc Jacobs for my birthday. And this one I talked about in my video. It's my new favorite, Viktor & Rolf Flower Bomb. Amazing. Back here I keep Body Splash. Right now I'm working on Dark Kiss from Bath & Body Works. And then here I have my makeup setting sprays, my Fix Plus. This is a Gucci, I don't know what this is called, Guilty perfume my sister gave me for my birthday. I have travel size of the Fix Plus and the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Back here in this little tin is where I keep my kabuki brushes, because I don't want to, I feel like they get all trampled if you throw them in a drawer or something. So here's my Sigma one, and as I said, my MAC one has to be washed. But they both fit in here nicely, and you know, get away from the dust. Here I have a pencil cup full of my eyeliners. This is basically all the eyeliners I own. I don't have them in any category per se. I also have my like jumbo eye pencils and stuff like that all in here. So that goes there. And then right in front of them, I keep my small ones that are already been sharpened too much, because I found myself when I would have one sharpened too small and it'd be too low, I wouldn't be able to see it. It would get lost in here. So this is just a little shot glass from Peep Show Las Vegas when I went, I think last year, and I had them in the cabinet with our other shot glasses because my husband and I collect them, but I thought it'd be cute to put on my short little eyeliners that are about to die. So that's that, and I just keep that on this wooden tray I found at Marshall's. All the things, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, this little metal thing, and this little metal cup, and this thing I'm about to show you, which is a letter holder, is all from Marshall's. It's one of the greatest places to find organization stuff, and it's really cheap. So here on this letter thing, which is for the office, like I mentioned, it has a couple compartments, but what I do is I keep all my MAC palettes, and I have 2 Coastal Scents palettes here. These are all my MAC eyeshadow, contour, and blush palettes, and I do have them labeled by what they are. I'm going to do a separate video on how to label them and how to organize, or at least how I organize my shadows and blushes and contour powders and stuff like that. But this works great for me. This is basically to the max. I don't think I could fit another one. So I have, let me see here, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I have 14 palettes in here. So, and this is a little sample from, oh my god, this is pretty crowded. This is a little sample I got from Urban Decay for their primer potions. And like I said, here I have a Coastal Scents concealer palette and blush palette. And then here it has little compartments separate. I keep my lip liners. Since I don't have as many eyeliners, I tried fitting my eyeliners in here. It didn't work out. So I keep my lip liners all in here. And then finally, my makeup brushes. I keep my makeup brushes in this. I use, it's like a turning thing. What do I call it? A caddy. Now, originally, I had my makeup brushes in the little clear like bases with the floral fell stuff that you can see. I still have it in here now. And it just wasn't working. I didn't have enough space. I have way too many brushes. So I ended up having a lot of them put away in the drawer. And I'm the kind of person that I like to see what I have so I know what to grab for. So what I did was I bought this from pamperedchef.com, which is funny because it has nothing to do with makeup. Pampered Chef, as I don't know if you guys know, but it's a kitchen supply kind of thing. They sell kitchen stuff, cooking stuff, things like that. This is the utensil holder for your kitchen. You're supposed to keep this on a counter to hold spatulas and spoons and whisks and things like that. But I thought it would be great to hold makeup brushes, and it is. The holes are perfect. You can have enough space to see. It's all compartmentalized. I can't say that word today, as you can see. But the only thing, when I put it without the flower fill, my brushes kind of like flopped over because there wasn't too many to fill it. So I filled up just the outer compartments with the flower fill to make them stand up straight. So also when they're done drying and stuff, they don't bend out of shape. And then there's another ring, I don't know if you can see, another ring of compartments. And here I separated like blush brushes, stuff like that. And then the top part, let me take out these brushes. The top part is like a giant deeper compartment. There I keep like my large Sigma and MAC brushes that fit perfectly right in there. And I kind of have it separated with, you know, foundation brushes, large flat brushes. These are like eyeshadow brushes, my concealer brushes, you know, smaller eyeliner brushes. These are like domed shadow brushes. These are like 217s. These are eyeliner ones, or like pencil brushes, fan brushes, stuff like that. So that works great. And it was a low-cost solution. I think it was $20 or so, but don't quote me. It's been a while since I bought it. But it does work really good, and I'm really happy that I purchased that. I think I might like decorate it with something here. I don't know, make it really cute. But that's it. That is my makeup collection. And you know, when I'm traveling, I do have a makeup case that I travel with, and I will do a video on that, on how I pack for a trip with makeup, because I'm not going to unpack, take everything out of these drawers to go on a trip. So I kind of just take what I need, but I will do a video on that shortly. But that's my makeup collection and how I store it. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Bye guys.